Okay, next we're going to move on to the formulas that read from here, just the simple ones to start with, which is going to be, it's going to be this bar chart here, this donut graph, these averages, and we'll look at this allotted allowance bar as well. So let's start. Okay, so I'll demonstrate this on this page. If I wanted to sum equals sum, open brackets, select a range. Now you'll notice up here at the moment it's saying G8 to G10. Yeah, if I keep going down it keeps going. But then when I reach if I start at the top underneath the header and finish at the bottom of the table, the values change to table 1 gas bill. So what it's doing is it's looking at table 1, which is this table, and it's looking at the entire range of gas bill. If I just close those brackets, and that's how it looks by the way, it's equals, open brackets, table 1, square brackets, the column name, close square brackets, I mean close parentheses and the rest of it. So that gives me 250, which is right, there's 250 there. If I right click, insert row below table and add another, if I just add 100 into here, that should go to 350. And there we go. So we've got a formula which is reading dynamically from a table, and whenever you add rows in, it'll just keep adding and adding up. So that's what we're going to use into here. First of all, we need to create ourselves actually I've already started that, a border to kind of encapsulate these different reports. So what I'm going to do is merge and center this top one. Now, well, there's two ways you can do this. You can merge and center it and paint it black, and then just choose the width of the actual border you want to go in, and then do a black borders like that. And there you go, now you can put your reports inside here. Alternatively, you can make it kind of like this top bar, so you see how it's got like this this white line going across it, gives it a cool effect. It's exactly the same, insert shape, this time a rectangle, and just draw your rectangle, roughly for now, because you can resize it afterwards. And the same thing again under the shape styles up here, under the format tab in the ribbon, right down to the bottom till you find your shiny black one, and there it is. You can switch it around so it's underneath, the white line's underneath again. You will again have to mess about with this, get it to the right size, and then add another shape on top of that to give it an actual title. So yeah, that's how you do kind of these edges here, but we're going to go into the formula now. So what I'm going to do is here, because it's going to sit behind the chart, you could do it off to the side, but what I find is some people like to kind of delete things, and if they accidentally delete something that's sitting off to the side because they didn't see it, then obviously that's bad. So usually put it behind, equals sum, and we're going to sum up the gas bill just like we did, and we're going to do the same with the electricity as well. Close brackets, there we go. So that one was gas, that one's electric. Now if you highlight all of it and press Alt F1, what it does is it gives you a graph, but it creates it as a single series, and that's not what I want. I want a separate series, because I want to give it a different title down here, with the kind of key on the side there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to highlight one of them for now, Alt F1, that'll give me that, and then I right click, select data, add, and then choose the series name, which is that, and the series values, which is going to be that. And there we go, it's added it in. Push OK. I need to edit the title under here as well. I'm going to call this gas and electricity spend to date, something like that, it doesn't really matter. That puts underneath there, OK. Underneath the layout tab, you've got the the data table. I'm going to show the data table with key legends, so now I can take this away. And there we go. The rest of this is just a matter of formatting. Delete these grid lines going across there. What else can we do? We need to, what I do is I change the colour of this. I also need to add a title in. If you look on my other one, I don't think I'm going to go into all the details here about how I got this shading. So it's kind of self-explanatory. You go into the series options, you add shadows, you add different shades and colours, and it kind of looks a lot better. What I will show you is the fact that this is just a completely transparent graph. There's nothing behind it, and it just sits underneath this little template that I've created earlier. In fact, what I'll do is I'll copy this out just to save time. I'm going to put this one back. I can grab it. Damn it. There you are. Put you back there. Back into our brand new one. Move you out of the way. Oh, I don't want to over type that. I'm just going to paste it into there for now. What you're going to have to do is mess about with these. You guys are going to sit in there. I can delete these rows just to push everything up. That's important as well. Once you've created a graph, what you want to do is right click it. Well, if you're in 2010, I use 2010 at work, which is why I always do this. You can right click Format Chart Area, and then down here somewhere you've got Properties, but because I'm using 2007, I'm going to go into Format. Where it says Size, there's this little arrow thing down there. Click on that, go to Properties, don't move our size with cells. That means when we start to move cells out, yeah, it's going to stay where it is, which is what we want. Okay, so I've got my series in here still. I need to make that colour the same as the background, and I'm also going to make the text colour the same as well, just so essentially it's hidden. And then I'm going to grab this, right click, Format Chart Area, no fill, no border, or no line. Click in the middle, because there's another kind of backdrop here, no fill, no line. Okay, so that's now completely transparent. I'll launch it onto there. I just need to mess about with the size. Let's get it where it needs to be. Just make it really small for now, so we can get it in. Yeah, there you go. So as you see, it kind of sits on top. I just not too far. Yeah, that'll do. Sits on top. Gives it a lot better look. Obviously, if you're using shadings and different colours, it looks 10 times better. Kind of like this one. Yeah, looks a lot better. And it's the same principle with the donut chart as well. I'll quickly show you how to do that donut chart. Find the figures, which I've now hidden, which are these ones right here. Alt F1. I can actually use these as a single series. That's what I'll do now. Right click, change chart type, and change it to whatever you want. You could use a pie chart if you wanted. I'm just going to use a donut one. Put it in there. Then we're going to add data labels, and we're going to format the data labels to be percentage instead of value. And there we go. That's our gas and electricity spend in terms of percentage. And you just need to mess about with that. Put it where it needs to be. Get rid of the background until it looks nice and clean. So that's that one. Next, we've got the actual. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we've got the averages first. So these, if you look, are exactly the same. This is just, instead of equals sum, equals average of table 1 total cost. I'm not even going to demo that because it's so kind of obvious what I've done. And same with the variance. Variance is just a standard deviation formula from table 1 total cost, and it just works out the standard deviation between the total costs. So yeah, I'm kind of coming up to the end of my video, so I think I'm going to stop it here. Next one, we'll go on to this bar chart right here, again, which works dynamically with that. This is not going to update because I've not enabled it yet. If I just enable that, there we go, and then change it, you'll see that starts to update. But I'm not going to show you that anyway. It's kind of not pointless, but I don't want to get into that right now. So yeah, we'll see you on the next video.